Hello and welcome to the Midnight Bible Study. According to turns out there's a fake genocide going on in Gaza. According to reporting by Eric Steckelbeck and Yair Pinto, uh, you know the various news, starting with the UN, and then various news outlets are reporting there's a genocide going on. That the Israelis are carrying out a genocide against the folks in Gaza, 5 million of them. But according to Yair Pinto and Eric Stegelbeck, the whole thing is a fraud. In fact, and those guys, in terms of reporters, those guys are more on top of the situation than anybody, especially Yair Pinto, who is on boots on the ground, and he claims that Israel puts their soldiers at tremendous risk in order to avoid civilian casualties. They go to great extra precautions, including, for example, uh, when they took over the hospital, and the terrorists were using the hospital and using essentially the patients as human shields, and the Israelis took the hospital without without any casualties. Sorry about the lighting. The lighting is I'm not in my normal place, which isn't great, but this may be even worse. But anyway, according to a UN-based organization, uh, actually a Hamas-based organization, that's President Biden has cited 30,000 casualties among Gazans. However, what he didn't either he didn't know or didn't mention when he gave those statistics is that they came from a Hamas organization. So how how much can you trust figures coming from Hamas when obviously they want to promote this genocide narrative, and the civilians that they're using for human shields, obviously they'd love to report big numbers to the Biden administration and the media, because those organizations love to go against Israel, and for whatever reason they do that. So yeah, 30,000. Another thing they forgot to mention is that there are 12,000 casualties that Israel has confirmed of Hamas soldiers, Hamas terrorists. The other 18,000 are those numbers are inflated by Hamas. I don't know how much. Nobody knows how much. But suffice it to say, there's no reason to take those numbers as credible that Hamas is providing to the media, especially when they're the ones using these. That's their whole policy, is to use civilians as human shields, and another way to do that is by providing civilian casualty inflated numbers. So that's the state of that's what's going on in the media, and how the information warfare and psychological warfare on the public is being carried out right now. Hamas working hand in hand, hand in glove with the media, uh, in order to create the impression that Israel is carrying out a genocide. Which, as Eric Stegelbeck points out, the idea that there's a genocide going on makes no sense, because the population in Gaza is actually increasing. There's over 5 million people in Gaza right now. So the whole idea is somewhat unlikely, and that's where things stand today. God bless you, and good night from the Midnight Bible Study.